All right, welcome back to another episode of Pillow Talk with Brandon and Liz. If you're watching this, uh, you are witnessing me and my tender head. Um, uh, Once she started doing my hair and I winced for the first time, I was like, I think this was a bad idea because
Recording.
recording this is crazy because it hurts. And I'm gonna be wincing the whole time. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, this is the last episode I will ever do while she's doing my hair. Cause this is I already know.
Okay, relax. You act like I'm hurting you.
Hey,
I'm
I'm
being rough.
I said I'm tenderheaded. I didn't say you was hurting me. I said I'm tender. Regardless, it hurt. Anyway, um what was I gonna say? I was watching this this podcast with one of my favorite Christian YouTubers, Ruslan, and it wasn't his show. He was on somebody else's show as a guest. And matter of fact, I I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is the one I'm talking about. I definitely saw it on YouTube. Definitely was from a Christian YouTuber. I'm pretty sure it was Ruslan though. Anyway, I was watching it and they were talking about guy they were talking about like men and women and like married people, that are married or whatever, married couples. And in Genesis is, that's where God kind of, puts out his after the fall, after Eve tells Adam to eat the fruit, and then Adam eats the fruit, all of that. And it talks about how Eve is going to want to is not going to lead her husband, but is always going to want to. Basically, you know that's not exactly what it says, but you get the gist. And then it says, and Adam, you are gonna lead your wife, or something like that. I'm sorry that I just don't have the Bible out with me right now to actually
You
read
want it?
the reference. Yeah. All right. It was Genesis. I think it was. I think it's Genesis 3. Pretty sure. I think Genesis 3 is the fall. Um, yeah, the temptation and the fall. Uh, okay, I'm gonna start at verse 8. So, Genesis chapter 3, verse 8. Sin's consequences. Then the man and his wife heard the sound of the Lord walking in the garden at the time of the evening breeze. This is CSB, just if you care. And they hid from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. So the Lord God called out to the man and said, "Where are you?" And he said, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." Then he asked, "Who told you that you were naked? Did you eat from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" The man replied, "The woman you gave me." Wait a minute. The man replied, "The woman you gave to be with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate." Let's just think about that real quick. Yes, how dare you? How dare you, sir? Sir, So you telling me this is my fault? That's what Adam said to God. Hey, dog, you put me to sleep. You ripped her out of me. I can't. It's your fault, dog. Like what? How dare you, Adam?
Mm-mm.
That's insane.
I wish the kids would do something and say it was my fault.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But hey, it is possible that we would have done the same thing. We should not feel so holy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I still think that's nuts. What have you done? And the woman said, the serpent deceived me and I ate. Wait a minute.
This
Wait,
whole
I
little
skipped
section.
something. So the Lord God asked the woman, what have you done? And the woman said, the serpent deceived me and I ate.
No one is taking accountability.
No accountability, but I'm not going to lie. See, when you read this, and
Mm-hmm.
Adam said the woman is the one who gave it to me. Now, mind you, she ate it first, right?
Right.
But Adam is the leader, so we didn't fall, or humans didn't fall until Adam ate it.
Okay.
But when he gave the excuse, God did address the woman.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I knew that, but it's just now clicking. It's like he did go. He did like come. He didn't just like talk to Adam. You know what I'm saying? Like he did go and say something to Eve. Like what's to you?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas a lot of times when I hear like different people talk about marriage and stuff, they do, obviously we talk about uh men should be leading, but a lot of times when when we speak on it, it's like no, a lot of people nowadays they kind of take away some of the responsibility from a woman. You know what I'm saying? If they did do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a woman that uh is got a bunch of baby daddies or something like that, it's like, well, yeah, but it's okay or not. It's not that it's okay, but she like that because she didn't have a dad. That's not wrong, and men should be doing better. But it's also, but God still it did address her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like sometimes some people are like, you know, we don't need to really address what maybe a woman does to put herself in certain situations. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I know for sure that's me. I know for sure. Like I'm not just saying that about other people, but me too. I wouldn't that wouldn't be my first thing to do.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? My knee jerk reaction would be, well, how did a man mess this woman up, basically? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my mindset is kind of changing now a little bit because I'm just reading a word, and because I think that the people nowadays are they feel like um women's empowerment is like almost like a lot of times it seems like you're taking away responsibility from a woman and calling it empowerment. You know what I'm saying that everything is somebody else's fault, and so we're going to keep blaming these other people and blaming patriarchy and all types of stuff, and never addressing how maybe a woman got into the predicament that they were in. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like this is about to be super controversy, but
You got to speak up, babe.
I was whispering on purpose.
Okay.
I said this is about to be super controversial, but
Excuse me.
I was on Facebook and I was like watching a video or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was, but what really I was looking at the comments.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about abortion and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a long thread, and it was like basically this guy was talking and he was saying like, people who are pro-life suck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, okay, somebody said it's not that I'm against, which I'm kind of like in agreement with it. Like, obviously there's medical like reasons, right?
Right.
It's like life or death. Like if I got pregnant right now, we know based off of our last child,
mm-hmm.
both of us probably won't survive.
Right.
Because my body, that's it. My body's done. Like, I can't handle another pregnancy. But if I got pregnant,
right,
and then, whatever, and the doctor's like, hey, look, like, if you go through with this pregnancy, there is a 90% chance you will die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's like, okay, well, I mean, like, obviously the mother in me is going to be like, I think I'll just take that chance, right? But also at the same time, it's like, okay, that's like a valid reason, life or death situation.
Mm-hmm.
However, and the person was saying like, now, my problem with these pro-choice people is y'all using abortions as contraception.
Right.
What is the word?
Contraception.
That's the problem.
Right.
And like
and like to bring up that medical stuff.
Yeah.
But that's like a very small percentage.
Exactly.
The most of them is like, I just don't want a baby right now.
Exactly. And so the person was like saying like, who are you to decide like what happens to a woman's body, blah, 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 like whatever, right? And they were like, but my whole thing is like, you wouldn't even be in this situation if you just took precautions as a woman.
Right.
And they were like, well, a man should probably do this, that, and the third. And it's just like, but as a woman, if you know that you don't want to have a baby,
right,
you should protect yourself.
Right.
You should take the precautions. You should never leave it up to a man.
Right.
Because it don't fall on him. At the end of the day, he gonna do what he gonna do, especially y'all not married.
Right.
He gonna do what he gonna do and then bye.
Right.
Or if he's a decent person, fine, cool. But it's still like, okay, you know yourself. You don't want to have a baby. So why are you putting it off on somebody else? When are you going to take accountability for your own actions? So instead, you're just going to keep on doing this thing and don't take away my choice because I still want to do what I want to do without having to deal with the consequences. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that is like a very like real example of how people will not look at the woman for like accountability, and it'll be like, well, the man, this, that, and the third, and these dudes out here are bums, and you don't want to have kids with bums, and it's like, well, what you opening your legs for?
Right. You want to have sex with a bum?
Like,
why?
I'm confused.
Right.
Yeah. Continue.
But yeah, so it's all right, verse 14. So the Lord said to the serpent, because you have done this, you are cursed more than any livestock and more than any wild animal. You will move on your belly and eat dust all the days of your life. 15. I'm not going to say every verse number. I will put hostility between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He will strike your head, and you will strike his heel. He said to the woman, I will intensify your labor pains. You will bear children with painful effort. Your desire will be for your husband, yet he will rule over you. And he said to the man, because you listened to your wife and ate from the tree about which I commanded you, do not eat from it. The ground is cursed because of you. You will eat from it by means of painful labor all the days of your life. I think, just to pause, I think right here, I think this is the reason that when a lot of men, or I don't know about women, but I just know a lot of men, they'll have a job, they'll be really old and have a job and then retire and then end up dying soon. I think that might be why. It's like, no, if you're going to be alive, you're going to work. You know what I'm saying? Regardless.
Like men can't enjoy their retirement.
Yeah, man. You're not going to just be here chilling. You know what I'm
Dang.
saying? Like you got to do
Tell
something.
your dad all the time.
But fam, but it's like you got to be here doing something. But also, it do be guys that like they're depressed also.
Yeah.
When they stop working, so they get like maybe a little job over here or whatever, and then some of those, they'll be alive for longer, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like if there's no, I'm talking about the ones that die and like it was nothing really wrong with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Die of boredom, literally.
Literally. Um, it will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. You will eat bread by the sweat of your brow until you return to the ground, since you were taken from it. For you are dust, and you will return to dust. Hmm. The man named his wife Eve because she was the mother of all the living. The Lord God made clothing from skins for the man and his wife, and he clothed them. The Lord God said, since the man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil, he must not reach out, take from the tree of life, eat, and live forever. So the Lord God sent him away from the Garden of Eden to work the ground from which he was taken. He drove the man out and stationed the cherubim and the flaming, whirling sword east of the Garden of Eden to guard the way to the tree of life. All right. That didn't say
First of all,
what.
you telling me there was a tree out there that they could eat and then it will never die?
Mm-hmm.
Idiot.
Dummies. Um. Okay, so your desire will be for your husband, yet he will rule over you. I don't know, cause this dude the what he said was he said that he thinks that the men leading their wives was not necessary is not necessary shouldn't necessarily be looked at as like um oh, this is something you get to do. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I don't get that.
for a woman, this is technically a I don't know if it's a curse. I don't know if this is what it's referred to as, like God put. So the dude what he said was that he felt like that the he said that it's a burden for men to lead, which being a leader already, like that's already like we people like to say like, oh, I'm a leader, or be the leader, but then when you become a leader you start to understand how it's
Well,
much. Hmm?
if you are like a good leader, you will
Right.
understand how much responsibility it is and
Right.
how much weight that holds.
Right. Like it's not just a title.
Right.
It's something that you have that you have to work at. Jesus. And yeah, it's not as easy as what people may think. And so, it's just not as it being being the leader, men, it's not as when somebody says patriarchy, it is looked at as like, yeah, and men can do whatever they want, but it's like and oppress women. Um, but if we look at like nowadays, or how it's kind of become, it's just a bunch of atoms. You know what I'm saying? Atom, ADAM. You know what I'm trying to say? not not whatever. It's like the reason we are the way we are is because men have dropped the ball and uh allowed um we I don't know if it's the word is allowed or we've just been the Adams. We've been passive. We've been very passive, and because that's like almost like built into us. You know what I mean?
So, are you saying, for example, the saying "happy wife, happy life"
Yeah,
is that
that's
wrong?
very wrong. Yeah, very wrong. I remember I said that one time I was at work, and there was this guy that I worked with, also a Christian, and he was like, "Happy spouse, happy house." And at first, I wanted to argue about it, just because this particular person, we always have friendly debates. He was the guy that liked to have friendly debates, and it was cool or whatever. But then when I really thought about it, I was like, I mean, that that does make more sense.
Happy
Happy spouse,
spouse.
happy house.
Okay.
So a spouse, I'm your spouse, you're my spouse.
Right.
Both of us should be striving to make each other happy, rather than happy wife, happy life is usually just a man being passive and allowing his wife to maybe make just all the decisions. You know what I'm saying? And also, if we're being honest, if I'm being honest, most men, it's a lot of stuff that it's like I don't care about that. So sure, we'll go along with that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But and even if that is the majority of the time, that can't be the principle of the house. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just a bad principle to live by, because then what happens is when it is time for you to lead, God calls you to lead as a man. Your wife is gonna feel entitled to make whatever decision, and then you as a man, you're not gonna be able to. You won't even know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You won't even know how to make a decision. Because you just aren't in practice. You never do it. Your wife makes all the decisions because you're living happy wife, happy life, because it's so many things that you just don't care about. So you're like, okay, cool, whatever. Um, I'll just go along to get along, and I'd rather her be happy and excited than just I guess being a nag. I guess that would be if she's not happy and excited. But and
You're
I,
like,
huh?
go ahead. Go ahead.
And me personally, like it's like I said, it's stuff that I just don't care about. So it's like, okay, sure, but then it's gonna be that time where it's like, you know what, I really don't want to do this, or I really don't think we should be doing this. But again, again you're gonna be like, oh, but I also don't care that much, so I'm just gonna suck it up and go and do it. And it's like, no, that is a perfect time for you to be like, nah, babe, let's not. We're not gonna do that.
I need you to give more example because to me it sounds like you're saying like just because you don't want to do something, we're just not going to do it. Like,
No, what I'm saying is there's a lot of stuff that I don't care about, and I might not want to do it, but to appease you, I'll say yes, and we're gonna do it, even though it may be something that I don't want to do, or maybe something that I don't think we should do.
can you give an example?
So okay, so let's just say, uh, let's say we got. Let me think. Let's just
Give an
say
example from our actual life of when I wanted to do something, you were passive, let it happen, but you really didn't want to.
I can't think of nothing.
No?
No, I can't think of nothing. Like honestly, I don't have a. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but um, let me think.
Bear?
There we go. And So
Not and. Nobody knows what that word means.
what do you mean?
Thought you was about to just keep going.
No. I'm about to
Oh,
explain. So
okay.
I don't know how old is Bear. For 3 years old, 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah, I got him when Atlanta was a baby. So
Yeah. So
3.
3. So we got a dog about 3 years ago that I said that I don't care. Or it's not. I said I'm not going to buy it because I don't think we should have a dog because it's having a dog is a lot of work.
Well, we
And
already had another one too.
right,
At the time, we had
right
two.
at the time we had a dog already. What's up, dude? We already had a dog, so it was just going to be a lot of work. And then and so what I should have said was no, we can't get it. But she was like, but I'll use my own money, which now we're just like, okay, that's not even a thing that married people should say. That's what I mean.
Wait, I didn't use my own money.
You did.
No,
Yes,
that
you
was
did.
a birthday gift.
No, it wasn't. What are you talking about?
I bought Gray.
What was a birthday gift from who?
From you. I
No.
convinced you.
I don't remember.
It's okay.
One of
That's
these
why
dogs.
we got it in December. We got Bear in December.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
You got Bear from the gay girl, right?
Whoa.
She not gay?
Relax. Yes, we did.
Maybe. I can't remember.
No, we did.
One of these, I know
we got Gray from the crackheads.
Right. Gray was from the crackheads. Okay.
But I went and got her. I did it behind your back and everything. So I guess we should use Gray for an example.
I mean, both of them.
Because you're the one that you gave me the money for Bear. So I don't know, either one.
I shouldn't have did that.
Right.
So it's 2 instances where it was like I should have said, okay, no, we're not gonna get any dogs right now. That's gonna be too much. Me personally, I'm gonna be the one ending up to have to do a lot of the dirty work for it and whatever. But that's just two examples right there where instead of me saying no, we do not need a dog right now, I gave in and was just kind of passive because one, it's not that I don't like dogs, it's not that I don't want a dog, but I just knew that we didn't need one at the time, and it was going to be babies. It was going to be more of a hassle than anything. It wasn't going to be like enjoyable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
it was an emotional purchase.
Right. That I was passive about and was just like, whatever, she'll be happy. And then 4 years later, she hates the dog and doesn't want it. Always trying to figure out how to get rid of it.
That's
and now
not true.
Now I'm all connected to the stupid dog and never want to get rid of it. So it's like it's just retarded.
I was out looking for that dog and he ran away.
But you ended the search and
because
then the girl called and said, when are you coming to get it? You didn't even leave out when you found out. Look,
I was on a brunch.
Yeah.
Listen, don't do that. He's annoying as heck, but things have changed. I have kids, like, bro.
You had kids when we got them.
But like I said, it was emotional, so the emotion went away.
Yeah. So that right there shouldn't have been passive. Did not lead well at all.
I just don't want people coming for me. Like, I'm not a dog hater. Like, I love dogs.
Nobody said. Like,
I just don't have the capacity for him right now.
Yeah, I know. But yeah. So so that was just a place where I should have led. When we were dating or when we first got married, I was very much so like you make decisions and whatever you say, cool.
Dating.
Okay.
Because it didn't start changing until like year 3 because I started to like really look for like, could you make a choice?
Right. So I was
Like, I'm looking
very
for you to lead.
right. And unlike what I grew up with, unlike any other women that are in my family that
Which I've actually always wanted you to lead.
yeah.
It's just I think your fear of like disappointing me, making me sad or whatever, like
Yeah.
you just wanted to make me happy.
Right.
But I've always asked you, is this okay?
Facts.
And you would just tell me what you think I want to hear.
Facts. And
I've gotten to a point now where it's like, no, bro, tell me for real, because I like really want to know.
Right. So and yeah, so that's just what I grew up with. I didn't grow up with like, you know, uh with like women that wanted to be led like at all.
Neither did I.
Right, neither did she. And it's just crazy that like that's got to be a curse that God put on because women do want that and they feel like deep down, but they also want what God said. They want to be in the place of leadership. They don't want to be told what to do. But when you do have a husband that takes control or whatever and leads, most women fall in line and feel good about it as long as they're not being abused.
If you're taking care of me emotionally,
right,
mentally, physically, all of that,
right,
why would I ever have a problem with following your lead? Like,
right,
go ahead, do your thing, baby.
Right. And that's how even women that are like strong, I guess, they are like that, but they will also like. But if they, again, like you said, if taking care of you, whatever, doing all of that, they're not being abused, they will like kind of fall, for lack of a better term, fall in line. I don't even like that I said that, but I don't know what else to say. They will be led. Women will be led. You know what I'm saying? And even still, I like what somebody else said. Like, men are gonna lead either way. It's either gonna be bad leadership or good leadership. Because if you got, if you acting a fool or whatever as a dude, you're still leading. You're just leading your family or your wife in a bad direction. Right. And so you just always gonna be in turmoil.
This is gonna
hurt. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, and so really in my notes for this, I was gonna ask the question: do men really want to lead? You know what I'm saying? Because our natural reaction is to just be passive and to just let things happen and not lead. You know what I'm saying? And not be like, no, we're not gonna do that. Just like Adam. You feel what I'm saying, babe?
Yeah.
So and then like in the beginning,
so you feel like it's a burden.
Leadership period is a burden. It's not a burden in the sense of like it's not necessarily a bad burden. Like, it's a necessary burden, but I guess definitionally it is a burden. You know what I mean? It's not like it's just so amazing. Right. Like like we would think like, oh, he's a leader. And
so what do you think it would look like in a perfect world then if Adam and Eve never sinned? You think it would just be equal, like not equal, but I guess
no, because Adam was still the leader. Like, God still had Adam as the lead. That's why we fell, because Adam messed up. So he was supposed to be like, no, I'm not gonna eat that. You shouldn't be eating that, and he should have shot the serpent. You know what I'm saying? Like, got him out of there. That's what should have happened, and then from there on, you just
So
that's
what
how it
was the
goes.
curse? The fact that now you guys no longer want to lead?
Right. That's kind of how the podcaster that I was listening to. That's kind of how he said it, and he said it as if he, found that in scripture. We just read it, and I didn't read it at the time. I was listening to it at work or whatever, so it's not like I went and researched it right then and there. But anyway, but yeah, I just don't. I don't. It's not even that that's a curse. It's just how we are anyway, because we're simple. Dudes are simple, so it's just like, well, I don't really care about that. And okay, maybe it's a Saturday night, and I don't want to do a certain thing, but I know you really want to do it, and this thing is only going to be 2-3 hours out of my time, and then I can, if I appease you, then you'll let me go do whatever it is that I want to do because I, you know, just did whatever you said. You know what I'm saying? So it's like so that I can get what I want and be just kind of left alone. I'll go do what she wants.
Are you saying that's a bad thing?
No, I'm saying that is usually what's gonna happen. That's kind of how we are. Period. But then when it comes to those bigger decisions, if you're gonna as a male, I'm gonna have to exercise that leadership aspect that you know what I mean?
Right.
So, and if I don't, and if I never do it in like little things, then when it comes to a big decision, I won't even be able to, I don't know, do what I'm called to do. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna be like, well, you just make the decision because again, I can live with it. I can live whatever decision you make. I can figure it out. I can figure how to white knuckle it. You know what I'm saying, and get over it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's like, do men really want to lead? And I would say that we want the title. I would say most men just want the title, but they don't really want it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, um, but what that guy was saying, we just read it. It really, I mean, that's CSB. Maybe it's a different version that expounds a little bit more, but I don't think that is necessarily a curse.
The message.
Right. I think it's just how is what it is, and we have to not be Adam, but be Christ. You know what I'm saying? Be like Jesus, because that's what we're called to do anyway as husbands. Is to we started we as left to our own devices. We're all Adam, but when you become saved and you put Christ first, or you strive to be more like Christ, then that's what you do. You put Christ as the head, then the husband, and then your wife. That's the order of leadership. But that's not but for the man and a woman, not Christ. Christ is over here above all of us, but man and woman, we are equal. You know what I'm saying? In personhood. You know what I mean? So yeah. What do you gotta say?
I said what I had to say.
Oh. Well,
I think that's interesting, but
yeah.
I can't really talk about a man's perspective.
Well, what about a woman's perspective, girl? Golly. What you think?
But the topic was about a man. I don't even know what.
I don't know. I guess this episode is done. This one is cooked. We talked about it. Jesus. So we're doing this challenge. All meat. Pause. Pause. I said pause. Relax. That's because that's what it is. Carnivore. How are you doing on it, babe?
I'm struggling.
Speak up.
I'm struggling.
You're struggling?
Yep.
Why are you struggling?
Because I miss variety.
Yeah.
For real, like, I want to go to Chipotle and get me a salad bowl. Like, really bad.
Yeah.
It's getting to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's really getting to me. I don't think this is sustainable for me.
Yeah.
Maybe for you, which I would never do anything to like sabotage you. Like, if this is something that you want to continue to do, I will make sure that your meals are prepared.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Boo boo kitty.
Mm.
Yeah. No.
Well,
how much longer we got?
2 more weeks. After 2, not even. We got a little bit longer than 2 more weeks because Tuesday makes 2 weeks. So then we got 2 more weeks after that. So yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing fine, to be honest. I'm not.
Yeah, you like meat.
Yeah, pause.
I didn't say pause.
You need to relax. You need to relax. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good on it. I like how I feel. I don't feel sluggish. You know what I mean? I don't feel gassy. You know what I mean? What's up, mama? What's up, girl? Okay, you don't have to eat no more. All right. So I'm feeling pretty good on it. I'm been thinking that I want to continue it even after the 30 days and just do it as long as I possibly can. You know, I'm definitely gonna cheat on my birthday though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna cheat. And
just your birthday?
Excuse me. Huh?
Just your birthday, not Blessie's?
No, I'm not gonna cheat on Blessie's birthday. And so yeah, it stink, don't it? You wanna get out? You stink,
babe. Oh my gosh, bro. Alena, no, I need you to snap. I need you to go off like you go off on Blessie.
You bet not. You bet not. What was I saying, babe?
Yeah, you was just saying that, how you feeling?
You're right. So feeling good. I'm gonna try to keep it going. 10 pounds down. I just checked again today. So, this whole week I just kind of plateaued. Yeah. Right, just maintained.
Me too.
But I did go down 1 pound, like from yesterday to today. So down 11 pounds. But for the most part, this whole week has been maintained. I went down 10 pounds, and then I just stayed there.
I need to do a better job of like tracking your macros because I've been tracking my own.
Yeah.
But when I serve you, I'm just like, here, I know this man hungry.
Right. And I was watching this YouTube channel, and this guy, he lost like 90 pounds in like 5 months. Wow. And he's not even doing like carnivore. He's just eating the same thing.
Can you go check on the baby, please?
He's eating the same thing.
Close the door to the stairs.
Like 6 times a day.
Oh, that is what a lot of these people do that I'd be like watching.
Yeah. That
they like really do a total body composition, like recomposition.
Right.
They just eat the same crap.
Right. Which I'm cool with and he doesn't count his calories. Like he was with the guy's channel that does it. He's, what's his name? Will Tennyson, I think. He's like a fitness influencer dude. And he was with the guy who lost 90 pounds, who eats the same thing like all day. But this guy also, like, he works out like 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of like his life. Whereas, and I was just like, dang, how is he doing that? And then for me, I just went this whole week and didn't lose nothing, but I'm eating basically the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm not, and I'm like, and I like his philosophy on why he doesn't count his calories, because he was like, that's just doing too much to think about, and then it gets overwhelming, and then you say, okay, well, forget it.
For certain
Which is
people.
how I am, which
was
is
gonna
how
say,
I've
yeah.
definitely been in the past, trying to count calories, and it's just like, dude, this is too much.
I love tracking my
I
macros.
know
It's
you do.
such a satisfying thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like to hyper fixate on a certain thing,
Yeah.
and that is it.
Yeah. And I don't like, I almost just don't want to even have to think about it. So
You're
that's
like,
why
I just don't want to eat. Forget it.
right. Or I'm just gonna eat whatever because this, I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like this guy, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna, I like what he's doing, but I also know why he's able to kind of do that. He's working out 3 times a day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I don't have that luxury, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I also, too, for me, I'm trying to change my mindset on like the working out, because every single time, it's not even that I even think about it too hard. It just happens. I'll be eating good or whatever, and then I'll work out, and I'll be like, oh, I just burned. Not even that I check my watch and be like, I just burnt this many calories, but it's just I just worked out, so I get a so I could get a treat. You know what I'm saying? I got an extra 300 calories that I could go get a freaking a honey bun or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or something, or some chips.
So you just worked out for nothing.
Exactly.
Because you have to work out while being in a deficit.
Right. And which I could do that right now, but again, I just know my mind. I know what I've done in the past. So it's like, okay, well, right now I just want to just get the diet right and
make this part of your lifestyle, and then add to it,
and then add the working out after the
because
diet
the stronghold
is already,
is the food.
Right.
Can you take the hair off of that?
The stronghold is not the lack of movement. Yeah. Like, I'm not, it's not that I don't want to work out, it's not that I don't want to be active or whatever. It is the food. It's just the food.
And for me, it's working out.
Right.
Even though I feel amazing, I don't use that. That's definitely BJ's hair.
Oh, that's gross. Throw this away.
Bag's right there. Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah, why not? So much lint. Go ahead.
What?
Oh, I thought you was talking.
Oh, maybe I was. I don't remember.
Yeah. So yeah.
However, I'll say that the timing of this desire to want to do this is very
okay.
Well, you don't have to bring that down here.
All right.
I mean, you can put it on the table right there. What's wrong with Ellie Mama? Okay. Don't know what more means. Anyways, because I don't want it coming off like our timing is right, and it's actually the Lord's timing, and he sees us where we are, and he will meet us there, right? And so he sees that we're trying to do this, and not that it's a blessing I'm sick,
right?
Or have this disease, but the timing of of the diagnosis and revealing this is what is the blessing, right? So Dang, what day was that? Was that Tuesday? I keep forgetting what day that was, but
Last week.
It was this week, babe.
Oh, this week.
Yeah. It was either Monday or Tuesday. Should I start from the beginning? Of like why I went and did this test or no?
Sure.
I don't know. Anyways, I had been experiencing pain back last year. After I had the baby, experiencing pain in my stomach. And this was like, I started working out. And I thought maybe I was going too hard or whatever at the gym. And I have a hernia. Went and saw the doctor or whatever, did all these tests and stuff, no hernia. Trying to figure out what it is. Then January comes and we go on a fast on for our church.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided that we were our whole family, we decided that the Baldwins were going to only eat meat, fruit, and veggies. And we weren't going to have sugar. We weren't going to have any type of carbs or anything like that, right? That's how we were eating. And the pain subsided. Then the fast ends and I went right back. Like, I think the first thing I ate was tacos. And the pain came back. So then when I went and followed up with my doctor after like some time or whatever, I had told her that, and she was like, light bulb, let's see, if you are allergic to stuff. I think you might have, she actually never said the word celiac disease. She just said, I think you might be allergic to something or whatever,
Yeah.
So cool. She sent the order for the stuff. She was like, I'll see you in a few months. I kind of been sitting on this for 2 months. Then my sister, she also has stomach issues. She went and got tested, found out that she has celiac disease. And I was just kind of like, low key, I'm going to be honest. I was just like, this isn't real. Like, you're being dramatic. But then I did my own research and I repented and was like, okay, this is for real. Maybe I should go get this blood work done, I went and got the blood work done, and then Monday or Tuesday, whatever, the doctor called me and told me that I have celiac disease. And basically I have to remove gluten from my diet completely and just keep a log of what I'm eating and my symptoms. And when I see her, then, we'll go from there, whatever. For those of you that don't know celiac disease, because I didn't know, a lot of people didn't know what this was, but anyways, celiac disease.
You didn't know what it
was. I know, but I thought I knew what it was, but I didn't, like, your mom didn't know what it was at all. My dad never even heard of it. That's what I'm saying, like, never heard of the term celiac disease. Anyways,
I mean, niggas ain't know what gluten was till 5 years ago. Let's be real.
Oh, okay. So celiac disease is a autoimmune disease that causes your body, whenever your body has gluten, it essentially attacks itself and starts to eat away at the lining of your intestines and can cause different types of medical, like health issues such as diabetes, thyroid disease, intestinal cancers, something else. I can't think of what the other one is or whatever, but basically more complications. And so there's like no cure, whatever, like I can't take a pill or take a shot or something like that. I just have to remove gluten from my diet, period. And so I guess like I was saying, the point is that it was like perfect timing. Like, I don't know, I was kind of thinking today, was that today or yesterday? I was just thinking, like, do you think God like had this like this timing because like he knew that I probably couldn't do it on my own strength? So he was like, look, if I show you you really cannot do this, you really cannot eat this stuff, then she won't do it.
Yeah.
Not to say that he made me sick on purpose, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was like, you have this thing. This is what you were born with. I'm going to reveal it to you because this is going to be the only thing that'll get you to change.
Right. I believe that.
Yeah. Because I just don't have the discipline on my own strength. Like, give me a reason.
Elena, don't do that. Don't go under there no more.
Give me a reason to do this. Because being skinny ain't enough.
Right.
You gotta tell me if I keep eating this, you're essentially killing yourself.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah. So it's just like, I don't know what to say. Yeah. So Liz got celiac disease, unfortunately, but I think it's gonna help us and our family just be healthy. You know, the kids are skinny, or they're kids. So, but
we're not limiting them so much.
Not as much, but Blessy and BJ have asthma, which is an autoimmune disease, which I told you already. We done a lot of research, and it is ways to help them diet wise. Is ways to help them not
control it.
Some people, it's gone away. That's my thing.
But I think that is a form of like control, because you can't just like. Yes, there's no cure, babe. A cure is right?
It's not a cure like medical. Like you can take something, but that's what I'm saying. I think that a lot of people, like most people, this is what the research that I've done with these people who do these different diets. They're like, we're making ourselves sick. He said, "Mom, open the door."
You open it. You know how to do it.
We are making ourselves sick by what we eat, and we can reverse it by what we eat.
And then I open the door for him.
So that's the point. Everybody looks at it like, oh, I caught this disease, or I got this because, and then when you say like, well, like just like celiac, you got it, and it's because of what you eat that it messes with you. If you stop eating stuff like that, hey, what are you doing? Just go under. Just go under, mama.
And then that's it. Don't come back.
Okay, now you could. Now it's not in your hair no more. Go on to bed. So if you stop eating this stuff, it is possible for it to go away. You know what I mean? Like, because that is what. And if you start back eating something, in some cases it can mess you up.
Well, no,
you know what I'm saying? Rice. It can make you not feel good, because
so like my number is 9. If I eliminate it, my number can drop down to a 1. But the moment I have it again, my numbers are going to go back up.
Right, but that's because it's something that you were literally born with.
But that's what I'm saying.
The cure. Okay, what's the definition of a cure? Does it make it go away all the way? Because it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. Like if you take a certain medicine, it says cure, but it can come back. So we look at medicine as cures, but we don't look at our diet as a cure.
No, I'm not saying that is. You're right. The cure is.
Hold on. Relieve of the symptoms of a disease or condition. Heal, restore to health. Mom. Preserve what? Oh, cure. That's talking about meat or whatever. That's a verb. Noun, a substance or treatment that cures a disease or condition. The process of curing rubber. What the heck? He's retarded. Extra word or whatever. That's when it's a noun. So
okay, but that's my point, right? So it relieves
relief of symptoms
of a disease or condition. So that's why I was saying, like, the thing doesn't go away, because that would be a miracle, right? Just like with cancer,
right?
The cancer doesn't just disappear unless the Lord gives them a miracle and they just can't find it, like it's gone, like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But like you just said, like, it, they're in like remission, it doesn't grow, like it's done, right? Like,
right,
the medicine that they took fixed the problem,
right,
or whatever. But what I'm saying is, like, with this is like, okay, yeah, fine, the cure, the relief of symptoms,
right,
is eliminating this from your diet.
Right.
But if you go back and put it back, then it's not gone. You're gonna feel like crap again.
Okay, but
So that's all.
I said cure though.
But I know, I'm just saying though, the way that you were saying cure, it was like, yeah, it's gone.
Your symptoms are going to be gone. You're not going to feel bad. But the way you were saying it is like, oh, it's just going to kind of help it, and you'll still be like sick. But if you don't have symptoms, you're not going to be sick. That's not. I mean, you'll have it, but you're not sick. Like you don't feel it. It's like it's gone.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like it's like with asthma.
Elena,
we were talking about asthma.
Talk. Okay,
right?
with
Elena,
the asthma, but controlling asthma would mean like it's like I'm running, I can't really breathe, I take a puff, and I guess that is technically a cure, but it's just to help control it. But it's like if I start running again, this breathing can come back. Whereas it's people who have asthma, go on a carnivore diet, they're doing really good, and they don't get shortness of breath anymore. Like they're fine. They don't have an inhaler anymore. Yeah. They don't have to take a treatment. Now, if they start eating crazy again, then they're gonna have to control it with an inhaler, with a breathing treatment. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying control for asthma wouldn't be the right word. It is cure. Or just like I've seen, it's people that had like type 2 diabetes, reversed it. If you take the test, they don't have diabetes anymore. You know what I mean? Now,
osteoporosis, that was the other thing that you can get from celiac disease.
Osteoporosis is like that's like really bad.
Some of your joints.
Yes.
Like that, yes. But like for example, Ms. Johnson had it. Yeah. Changed the way she ate,
right?
Her diet or whatever, and now she doesn't.
Right. The Jordan Peterson, his daughter, she was like born with like childhood osteoporosis or something like that. So she basically had arthritis. All like her whole body was arthritic or whatever. She was all bad her whole life. Like I was watching something, and he was like, and she got older, and she was like, "Hey, Dad, when you used to play games like throw me, where you going? Dang, you just left me. Now I'm talking to myself, looking crazy."
What? I'm sorry, because I thought Bless was in there playing with the washer and dryer.
Oh, it was like, she said, "Hey, Dad, was it supposed to hurt when you used to like throw me up in the air and stuff like that?" Oh, it was in his book. I think when I read his book, he gave that story or whatever. You know what I mean? So like she had it since she was very young, and
that's how they realized, because it was hurting when he would play with her.
I think that she stopped walking. She stopped being able to walk or something. Had like 2 hip replacements at like 9 or something crazy like that. Yeah, it was. She was all bad, and then she started this all meat diet, and it's gone. Basically, she doesn't have the pain anymore. I think she now does like a certain, I don't know. Dang. She does a certain she has a certain diet that she has. It's called like a lion's diet or something like that. I don't know exactly, but it's just all meat. Nothing else.
It's trying to climb out of the stair. Blessed? What are you doing?
You eating pizza?
I'm gonna sit down with Daddy.
Don't touch that. We need a treatment, dude.
Whoa, yeah, bad.
See, that's probably why.
Just up.
Okay. I need you to sit back. But yeah, and it's gone. I think Jordan Peterson, he also does an all meat diet. I don't know what he had, but he had something. I think their whole family eats like that now, and that's just him. There's so many other people who have eczema. I know people and these are all autoimmune diseases that just get reversed once you start eating
I didn't know eczema
better.
was an autoimmune disease.
Yep, autoimmune disease. Yeah, so we're changing our diet, changing our lifestyle, trying to do better, trying to do what Paul said, treat our bodies like athletes, running to win the race.
That's not yours.
That's not yours.
He came down here with that. That is not yours. Yours is on the table.
But where's my other big piece where I broke from
This might be hers.
Where did you have your stuff? Did you leave it on the table?
I put them on the table.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
Is it still there?
Bring it here. Did the boys eat some pizza too?
My brothers?
Yeah.
Not that I know of. My mom's cooking.
Yeah, he definitely ate it.
Okay, well, there's
There's
more pizza upstairs,
pizza,
right?
man.
Okay.
Hey, you. Don't eat other people's food, okay?
That's why he said tutu.
Okay. All right, go put it down.
Put it on your dresser so he can't reach.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said Paul said treat your body like an athlete.
Yeah. That's what we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to in every way that we can live like Christ wants us to live. Live like Christ. In every way possible. Sorry for Blessy. Hopefully,
I don't know, but he was out.
Chewing isn't coming through the mic.
Jesus definitely ate bread.
Yeah. you
just saying.
I can eat bread.
That's your problem.
That's you, right? That's on you, dog.
Ooh,
I think the bread was different back then too. I hear people talk about how like pasta and bread is different in Italy.
But gluten is a protein in wheat, barley, and rye. Is it something? That's what I want to know. I do my own research, but I want to know: is it something that develops, or is it something that they add? Because how are they able to take gluten out of things that would normally have gluten? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, they probably doing something.
Because
weird.
If I can make my own bread,
I think like sourdough bread. I think that's not. I think that it's like gluten free. I think. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Hey man, watch the mic.
Almost done.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, you got something else to say, babe?
No, I mean we were just talking about our carnivore situation, and you feel like do you feel like this would be something difficult to do? Like,
hey, stop snacking.
You said this is something you probably want to do long term.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think it would be difficult in social gatherings?
Kind like a little bit, but I would just eat whatever the meat is that they have and not eat the other stuff.
Oh, so just plain glizzies?
Just straight raw glizzies. Pause.
You are a wild man.
Mm-mm. You tried to set that up.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You didn't have to take it there.
That's crazy. You the one who said glizzies first. Because because you could have said hamburgers.
You could have said hamburgers, sir. You're
You
the one that took
said
it
it
another
first.
level and said raw
No,
glizzy.
you said it first. Yeah, and like unless I come up with some type of stomach disease, then when after I lose, I don't know. I think I want to lose about 200 pounds.
Where are you going? No,
another
you're not
one?
going upstairs. Where are you going?
You
Oh,
want
you're gonna go
another-
play with your toys?
Oh, no. He wanted another pizza.
Okay, you want some water? You thirsty?
Oh,
Anyways, you said unless you
that's
have
the
you
daddy too.
you get some type of autoimmune disease,
Yeah,
when you get to your weight, your goal,
No,
you'll indulge.
yeah.
Every
now
once
and
in a
again.
while?
Yeah, every once in a while. But I'm not. This is gonna be like forever.
That'd be
Because I'm
crazy.
not counting calories. Now, if I was able to be like that dude, because he basically, I don't know how, but I don't think he can't work. Because he said every day, 7 days a week, he goes to the
He's
gym
an
3 times a
influencer,
day.
right?
I don't know, because he was on somebody else's channel. He didn't. Maybe he's an influencer, maybe on Instagram, and that's what he does. But I would love for the Lord to bless me to do that. That would be great, to be able to make money and
Turn on the light
like
in
that,
Sala.
or in some other way to where I would be able to just focus on weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a dream.
Turn on the light in the sala, Elena.
Yeah. But yeah, so like when I get to my goal, I would every now and again, special occasions have, what I want to have.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll stick to the diet as a lifestyle,
Yeah.
because
I
it's
would
just the
agree.
easiest, it's the best to not have to count calories.
Well, like for me, like I said, I'm like, we go to Puerto Rico, I'm eating some bread.
Right.
I'll just have to deal with the pain, but
Yeah.
I'm eating some bread. But that's not all the time,
Right.
Like my birthday, I'm going to get some Japanese food. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Right.
But as a lifestyle in general,
Yeah.
like obviously I'm going to maintain this every day. So special occasions don't happen every day.
Stop making that noise.
Special.
Right.
But I am kind of
Better
like
back
though,
up.
like because
Mm-mm.
especially when you come into the summer, like that's kind of like where I'm at, like kind of nervous about. It's like
Mhm.
with the summer approaching, and we have so many birthdays in the summer in our family.
Right.
We have
Stop.
so many, like the holidays and everything. It's just like I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to like
But I
it's
think you
4th
have
of July
to
and I can't.
I think you have to work on that part. Whatever the grief stage that you on, you gotta make it to where you're not depressed about food, because that is a stronghold if you're freaking depressed about food.
Maybe it's not that it's about food, because maybe I just didn't think about it before. Maybe it's just the fact that I just feel like I can't be like everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I don't know. I gotta figure it out. What are the stages of grief?
Mm-hmm.
But Thalia said I have Doritos.
Oh yeah.
She said those are gluten free.
Doritos are gluten free.
That's what she said. I didn't check it for myself, but
You're mumbling.
huh?
You're mumbling.
That's what she said. I didn't fact check.
Yes, he did.
Hey,
Yes, he did.
relax.
He did.
Bless you, looking dark skinned, dude.
He
Is it
does look a little.
nighttime?
You're looking a little dark skinned.
Is it nighttime?
Got a little bit of sun today.
Sheesh.
Afternoon.
All right, y'all.
Home stretch.
Peace out.